Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your What Do I Need to Do reading for August 14th through November 13th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Sunshine Tarot. Love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to check her out and show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended for a romantic love reading, however, it may resonate in other areas of your life, such as friends, family, work, career, job, and money. All right, Sagittarius. What do you need to do, Sagittarius? We got the Four of Wands here. All right. The Empress. Nice. So far, so good. This could be Taurus. So we got a communal relations, like living together, married. The honeymoon's over, now you're married, or you've been with somebody for quite some time and you're wondering, is this relationship going anywhere? Are we thriving? Perhaps that, or you're feeling like you really are. All right. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. This could be Aquarius. I read the Knight of Swords as Aquarius. The Star, also Aquarius. Nine of Swords. Queen of Pentacles could be Capricorn. And the Moon, Pisces or Cancer. Oopsie. Hi. And Death here. Scorpio. Can you see that okay? Kind of, sort of, maybe? Yeah. How are we doing here? Is that better? Right. So you could be kind of upset about a relationship that has ended, but the thing is, I feel like it's only ended for now. Somebody had to do something because they had to go away and handle something, or this is about timing. It's not the right time for this relationship. This is kind of someone is looking ahead at the next 6 to 9 months and going, I really need to do this alone. I got a lot going on and I can't be as devoted as I would like, or it's just not the right time now. I need to go away. This could be somebody getting deployed. Thank you for your service. This could be someone having to go away for college or a job assignment, or what's this Page of Pentacles? Because it's not that you're your mouth, but it feels like there's interest on both sides. It's just it can't be right now. So it's like you're taking things, you're scaling things way down, or things have to be scaled way down. What's this Page of Pentacles? Queen of Cups, that could be Cancerian. It's this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you two got in a fight. Well, what's this Star card about? Is it you? Is it you that's like, what? I gotta do this for me. I gotta go. I gotta end this, and I know you weren't expecting it, but I need to get out in front of this because I got something big coming. Is that you that said that, Sag? That you gotta go away? That you're leaving this relationship that could have had great potential behind and you're like, it's got to be this way. I have to do this. What's this Star card about? I gotta do this for me. And what's this Nine of Swords? So we got the Two of Cups there. So it looks like you might have been the one that was like, I gotta do this. I gotta figure some things out on my own, or I gotta manage whatever this is on my own. What's this Nine of Swords? Knight of Swords again. Knight of Swords, Aquarius. Wow. Sag, are you dealing with an Aquarius? Not a far stretch. This could be Taurus or Aries, and this could be Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn. Right. Pisces or Cancer, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, hold on a minute. What's this Queen of Pentacles? You need to handle your business. What's this Queen of Pentacles, Sagittarius? And here's Aries. This is the Emperor. All right, here's the thing. You have probably ended something because you need to handle your business. And that's great that you're practicing self-care. You're doing what you need to do so that you can be whole and a contributing partner to a relationship in the future. It's good that you're standing your ground on this. Maybe the way you broke up could have been in question. I mean, we got the Knight of Swords here a couple of times. It could have been harsh words. Probably unexpected. Maybe you just up and left and bailed and didn't even say anything. You just cut things off, and your person might be wondering, well, what the heck happened? Because you probably shared very little. It was very sudden. And this is you needing to solve your business. We got Knight of Swords twice, and we got the Nine of Swords and Page of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. You need to figure out what the heck is going on, Sag. This is you needing to get to the bottom of some personal business and needing to get out in front of it and handle it and cut to the chase and get to the truth of it. The soul searching time is over. Your person is hopeful that you two can eventually reconcile, that you can get back to this situation. We got 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands here, but they understand that you got to do what you got to do for yourself right now and that you feel very strongly about it. Awesome. But you actually need to do it, because something tells me that you get really close to whatever it is and then pew, you're off like a rocket again. You don't stick with it because it's too hard or too painful. This could be somebody, we could be talking about Sag as far as you. It could be an emotional issue that you can't do it alone. You've been trying, but you can't. You might need outside help to help you navigate. This could be getting a career that you wanted off the ground, that you go like all the way up to a certain point and then you drop the ball. Whatever it is, this is you actually, if you're going to take time away from a relationship that potentially could be a really great thing, 2 of Cups, Empress, 4 of Wands, you need to do it. You need to follow through with the effort and get to the bottom of it. You're going to lose the relationship if you don't, and then you're going to start screaming at the screen and saying, well, that's not going to be a motivation just to keep somebody, so I got to resolve problems. No, it's not just going to be this person though. This could represent every relationship. If you continue to do this, it's then going to be a pattern of it will be sabotage. Once is getting scared and freaking out, right? But not learning from it, not solving it or resolving things, going up to a certain point, and then that counts as sabotage. All right. So it's about you getting to the bottom of this so that you can restore stability and you can be in charge of your own life instead of this reacting position, Knight of Swords, reacting to things. Trying to take control, get out in front of it, but it doesn't amount to much effort because there's no follow-through or completion. It's about staying the course and figuring out what you need to do to be self-sufficient, take care of yourself, so that if you ever want to partner with somebody, you're already complete and whole and solid and stable by yourself, so that you don't need the other person. That you're not looking for this person to provide it, and then when they do, you feel smothered. And it's not to say that, that you're looking at it the wrong way. I mean, it could very well be smothering, especially if you're like, I need space to deal with this. It very well could be, and not all comfort offered is smothering. But it's going to feel like that until you are able to get out from whatever this is and handle it. This is a call to action to finally handle whatever is holding you back from connecting intimately and authentically with someone. And this is about being secure on your own so that you can work with someone, work as a partner, be a good partner. There's balance and give and take and reciprocity and emotional availability. It's a unicorn, isn't it? It's a unicorn. What's this moon about? Okay, so remember how I was just talking about, okay, so whatever it is, you've got to resolve it. Here it is again. This is all about resolving things. This is whatever is going on in your subconscious, whatever you're unconscious of, your unconscious bias, whatever they call it, whatever crap that has not been dealt with is starting to affect your relationships. And there needs to be forward movement on that. There needs to be resolution. You have got to power through. This is a force of will, even aggression, but this is sticking with something, even though it's wonky and it's opposite and it's hard and there's friction, and this is powering through. When in doubt, force it. Okay, here it applies. Because you have got to stick with it. You come so close and then you back off. And then you take time out for self-care. Okay, that's fair, but do it. Don't go, squirrel, and then go off to something else, because you're going to be right back here with the next relationship. It's going to be the same issue that's going to present. And it looks like it has been over and over and over, because you keep running into the same issue, no matter who it is. This is about you. It looks like, honestly, you're going to take it seriously this time. Not for the person. You're not doing it for the person. You're probably just sick of having to go through whatever this is, or feeling like this and feeling like it keeps happening. So it looks like there is going to be, while your person is hopeful and waiting that you two can reconcile, you're going to actually go through with it and start to dismantle and try to look at and resolve and understand. It's not about curing whatever it is. It's about managing it. And just, healthy coping and management, all that crap. But there's going to be a transformation taking place. There's going to be that change and letting go of the old way and growing into the new. And it's probably good that you're by yourself for this time, just because that can be pretty painful and wonky and very vulnerable. And especially if you've been running up against the same issue, going through that with someone else by your side can kind of be a distraction, and it might not be the best thing for you. You probably want to dive head first into it, get her done. But honestly, it looks like you know all this, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And to be fair, that's pretty brave, and it's no easy feat. And so if you keep approaching it and then backing off and approaching it and backing off, that's understandable, as long as the consistent effort is there. Because this is that force of will initially, but then it needs to be sustained and applied constantly. This is sustained applied effort on a continuous basis, so that you can win, that you can transition, you can get to the other side, that you can have this successful partnership that is everything you ever wanted and more. A thriving, connected relationship. There's got to be a transformation, because the old way is not working anymore. It's keeping you from your person, and whoever this is, it seems like they really care about you and you really care about them. What else for? Oh, I hate it when, all right, just don't look at it as a breakup. Look at it as a gift. All right, that I have so many choice words to say about that, because I can't stand, I get it. I get the whole looking at something like this as a gift, but that comes in hindsight. Right now, it feels like a kick in the chest. No, that's not a gift. That's not a gift, Ethel. That doesn't feel good. So just, I don't like the flowering. Look at this as an opportunity. I get it. Go ahead. Take that if it fits. I don't like that. I don't like being kicked in the teeth and having it called a gift, because it could have been a spleen or something. That doesn't work for me. But this is something that could turn into something quite beautiful and transformative if you stick with it. And there's nothing wrong with getting help if you need to. But this could be something that could be quite pivotal, and at a later date, something that turns into a blessing. And this trauma was, or whatever you're trying to resolve, was finally the impetus to getting you two to connect and to be what you always wanted to be with and for this person, or in a relationship, seeing yourself as the partner you always wanted to be. It is a gift, just not in the traditional sense, and I personally don't like that, but if it works for you, take it. You are a better person than I am. A jaded, cynical behind. What else for Sagittarius? What else for Sagittarius? Okay. Two of Pentacles. This, again, with the balancing act, adjustment period. This is for two things. It is going to be an adjustment in unearthing this stuff and dealing with it, whatever it is. But also, it feels like you have been doing this thus far. It feels like this has taken its toll. And it could be that this is keeping... One of the things about Two of Pentacles for me, there could be some shady shenanigans that you suspect going on. And the thing is, they may not be with this person. But the point is that you're always in a position of suspecting. We got the Moon here and the Two of Pentacles. Both are about suspicion and feeling like there's a sense of disillusionment, even deception. And so this could speak to your trust issues and having to work through those and power through it to get to the bottom of why you don't trust, why you're suspicious, why you have a heightened sense of either persecution or paranoia, whatever you want to call it, always being suspicious and suspect of someone. And that this is about getting to the bottom of why. It's not about getting rid of it once and for all. It's about managing it. You're always going to have those triggers. Whatever you experienced installed the buttons. You're not going to get rid of them. It's about managing them. Maybe put a piece of tape over it so nobody can push it. Okay. Just for Sagittarius. Crikey. That's a twos. So, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands reverse. That could be Leo. Two of Wands, that's keeping your options open, looking at other options, needing to make a decision about which direction you're going to go in. I have a feeling it has to do with this, about finally committing and deciding on a direction, on a plan of action. And this right here, let's see, we had balancing. We have Two of Pentacles and we have the Moon, and then we got the Knight of Wands. Those three could be about somebody cheating or just not being with you only. And it would suggest that you don't know about that, because we're talking about deception and things not being what they, feeling cheated, feeling betrayed, that sort of thing. But I think this is I think think it might speak to you considering things before you just take off like a rocket. I think before you take off, before you get going and do anything, we got the Knight of Swords twice here. You don't do things lightly or slowly for this reading. So before you take off like a rocket, before you start to get all the hype and do all the things and make the moves and go, consider your options and choices and get a plan of action. It's not about doing anything right now. It's about the plan so that you can have forward movement. Because if you get the idea and then just go off, that's the same thing what's always been happening, is taking off like a rocket and then falling flat midway because you have no direction. This is about getting the direction and getting the plans, getting the map, so to speak. Starting a course, figuring out what you're going to do before there's any forward movement. All right, shutting up. Sag, I hope this was helpful. This is just about you taking a few minutes. The thing is, your person is hopeful that you two can reconcile in the future, but this needs to be done solo. Once you get into the thick of whatever it is resolving it, you're not really going to want the distraction of the other person around anyway, and I think your person gets that. So they'll be over there waiting for you. They're going to be fine. I mean, not fine, but but you really need to do this for yourself. This is about self-care, and this needs to be attended to. Self-care. Okay. All right. Good luck with this. I wish you safe passage. And I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.